What's up, Kangaskhan University? My name is HoodlumScrafty, and today I'm here with my top 10 list of Pokemon I want to see have pre-evolutions in Pokemon X and Y version. Although I believe pre-evolutions are useless, I thought I'd share with you who I'd like to see get one if any more were to be added. Please note that this is my list and this video is completely opinion based. If you're looking for facts, check out some of our other videos on the channel. If you disagree with anything I say, feel free to voice your own opinions in the comments below. Anyways, let's go on to number 10. So number 10 on my list is Heracross. This is mainly because of his stats. I feel that they're way too high for him to evolve, so giving him a pre-evolution wouldn't hurt. I'm also very curious as to what a Heracross pre-evolution could possibly look like. Maybe it could look similar to Heracross, but without a fully developed Tauren or something, or maybe completely different. Regardless, I think a pre-evolution of Heracross would be fitting, because when you hatch an egg and this 4'11" bug comes out, it looks a bit crazy. I apologize if I pronounced this guy's name wrong, but number 9 on my list is Sig Lea, or something. I never really got this Pokemon. Like, what is this thing? I never really got what it was meant to be. Is it a bird or something? I don't get it. I also don't get how this thing can have a gender, but that's not what this video is about. I think a pre-evolution could maybe help explain what this thing is a bit more, and maybe people would actually end up using him a bit more in normal playthroughs, because they need to work to get it. I imagine if there was a pre-evolution of Sig Lea, that it would look something like this. Looks kinda cool if you ask me. I'd maybe consider using one on my team. Coming in at number 8 is Lapras. Lapras kinda has the same reasoning as Heracross to why I wanted to have a pre-evolution, and I feel really bad for repeating what I've already said, but it's kinda hard to come up with reasons why Pokemon should have a pre-evolution because they're pretty pointless, really. Anyways, imagine this massive Loch Ness monster thing coming out of a tiny egg. But then it is Pokemon we're talking about, so you know, Pokemon logic. Anyways, I can just imagine this cute little baby Lapras, so adorable. And it would make actually getting Lapras more rewarding if you ask me. Plus, Lapras' stats are too high to be considered to have an evolution, so if anyone deserves a pre-evolution, it's Lapras. So at number 7 I have two Pokemon, Throw and Sock. For this pre-evolution I'm kind of ripping off Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, a baby version of Throw and Sock that evolves at a certain level depending on what stat is higher. Example, defense for Throw or attack for Sock. Throw and Sock are already a lot like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, so I think it'd be cool if they did something at least similar. Maybe not even the same method of evolving, just a baby fighting type that we can evolve into either one of the two. At number 6 is Tropius. I never really liked Tropius, and until recently I always thought it was like 20 foot tall. Turns out he's just close to reaching 7 foot, which completely blew my mind. He isn't really in need of an evolution, so a pre-evolution would fit him just fine. Imagine this cute little guy in the wild. I'd definitely use Tropius on my team then. I don't know what it is, but when a Pokemon gets a pre-evolution, a lot of people seem to use it more. Or maybe it's just me. The 5th Pokemon on my list I mentioned needed an evolution in my top 10 Pokemon that should evolve in X and Y over on my channel. Absol. I mentioned in the video it'd be cool if they did something like they did with Roselia in 5th gen and gave Absol a evolution and a pre-evolution. I feel like it would encourage people to use Absol more often, and I'd love to see Game Freak come up with a design for a baby Absol. Imagine how cute this thing would be. He's just one of those Pokemon I'd love to see have a pre-evolution. Number 4 on my list is Skarmory. I think it would be cool to have like a sort of scissor thing going on here. Maybe we could have a normal flying type Pokemon, and to evolve it requires the Metal Coat. I think we need more evolutions like that because I really like them, and I think Skarmory would be the perfect Pokemon to do that with. At number 3 is Torkoal. I was never really interested in this guy, and just like Tropius, I'd imagine he would get used more if they had to work to get him. And I really like some of the fan art people have drawn of a pre-evolution of Torkoal, like this one. I personally think it's adorable. I really don't have much to say about Torkoal here. It's kinda hard to come up with good reason for Pokemon to have pre-evolutions because like I said before, they're kinda useless. So let's move on to number 2. So number 2 on my list is Miltank and Toros. I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen this picture already. Pretty much like a split pre-evolution, and what it evolves into depends on its gender. The obvious male for Toros and the female for Miltank. I just think it's a really nice idea, and we need some more evolutions like that. So if you didn't already guess, number 1 is Kangaskhan. I don't know why she doesn't already have one, but I really do think it should get one. I mean, the Pokemon is right there, why don't you use it? It would save you from designing a new Pokemon at least. I just don't get it. Apparently they were gonna add it in Gen 1 or something, but then they decided against it, and now the pre-evolution of Kangaskhan is missing. No, I'm not gonna get into that theory because it's just a theory. And that's not what this video is about, but just think about it. They may have been thinking about adding a baby Kangaskhan to be able to use in battle and stuff. It just makes me wonder what made them change their minds. I feel as if Kangaskhan is not known by a lot of the newer Pokemon fans, so if this thing were to have a pre-evolution, I'm sure it'll allow a lot of newer fans to get to use Kangaskhan and get to love and respect it like I do. And he's a really good Pokemon, or should I say she. I always forget that Kangaskhan has a 100% chance of being female. So that about wraps it up for my top 10 list of Pokemon I want to see given pre-evolutions Pokemon X and Y. But that's just my opinion. I'd like you guys to tell me your list in the comments below. And if you could, check out my channel where I post Pokemon Let's Play videos and other Pokemon related content. And subscribe to Kandy University for more videos like this.